The biggest NBA trades of summer 2025. Kristaps Porzingis from Boston Celtics to Atlanta Hawks. Drew Holiday from Boston Celtics to Portland Trail Blazers. Desmond Bane from Memphis Grizzlies to Orlando Magic. Jusuf Nurkic from Charlotte Hornets to Utah Jazz. Kyle Anderson from Miami Heat to Utah Jazz. D'Angelo Russell from Brooklyn Nets to Dallas Mavericks. Jordan Clarkson from Utah Jazz to New York Knicks. Michael Porter Jr. from Denver Nuggets to Brooklyn Nets. Nickeil Alexander-Walker from Minnesota Timberwolves to Atlanta Hawks. Mason Plumlee from Phoenix Suns to Charlotte Hornets. Jonas Valanciunas from Sacramento Kings to Denver Nuggets. Kevin Durant from Phoenix Suns to Houston Rockets. John Collins from Utah Jazz to Los Angeles Clippers. Marcus Smart from Washington Wizards to Los Angeles Lakers. Kevin Love from Miami Heat to Utah Jazz. Spencer Dinwiddie from Dallas Mavericks to Charlotte Hornets. Clint Capella from Atlanta Hawks to Houston Rockets. Lonzo Ball from Chicago Bulls to Cleveland Cavaliers. Isaac Okoro from Cleveland Cavaliers to Chicago Bulls. Pat Connaughton from Milwaukee Bucks to Charlotte Hornets. Norman Powell from Los Angeles Clippers to Miami Heat. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope from Orlando Magic to Memphis Grizzlies. Brook Lopez from Milwaukee Bucks to Los Angeles Clippers. Chris Paul from San Antonio Spurs to Los Angeles Clippers. Mark Williams from Charlotte Hornets to Phoenix Suns. Jalen Green from Houston Rockets to Phoenix Suns. Kevon Looney from Golden State Warriors to New Orleans Pelicans. Dennis Schroeder from Detroit Pistons to Sacramento Kings. Karis LeVert from Atlanta Hawks to Detroit Pistons. Bruce Brown from New Orleans Pelicans to Denver Nuggets. Duncan Robinson from Miami Heat to Detroit Pistons. Simone Fontecchio from Detroit Pistons to Miami Heat. Dylan Jones from Oklahoma City Thunder to Washington Wizards. Colby Jones from Washington Wizards to Oklahoma City Thunder. Dario Saric from Denver Nuggets to Sacramento Kings. DeAndre Ayton from Portland Trail Blazers to Los Angeles Lakers. Bradley Beal from Phoenix Suns to Los Angeles Clippers. Damian Lillard from Milwaukee Bucks to Portland Trail Blazers. Luke Kornet from Boston Celtics to San Antonio Spurs. Terrence Mann from Atlanta Hawks to Brooklyn Nets. Colin Sexton from Utah Jazz to Charlotte Hornets. Kelly Olynyk from Washington Wizards to San Antonio Spurs. Jordan Poole from Washington Wizards to New Orleans Pelicans. Johnson from Brooklyn Nets to Denver Nuggets. Dillon Brooks from Houston Rockets to Phoenix Suns. Dorian Finney-Smith from Los Angeles Lakers to Houston Rockets. Georges Niang from Boston Celtics to Utah Jazz. Miles Turner from Indiana Pacers to Milwaukee Bucks. Anthony Simons from Portland Trail Blazers to Boston Celtics. Tim Hardaway Jr. from Detroit Pistons to Denver Nuggets. Gary Harris from Orlando Magic to Milwaukee Bucks. Cole Anthony from Memphis Grizzlies to Milwaukee Bucks. C.J. McCollum from New Orleans Pelicans to Washington Wizards. Larry Nance Jr. from Atlanta Hawks to Cleveland Cavaliers. Sadiq Bey from Washington Wizards to New Orleans Pelicans. Ty Jerome from Cleveland Cavaliers to Memphis Grizzlies. Luka Garza from Minnesota Timberwolves to Boston Celtics. Marvin Bagley III from Memphis Grizzlies to Washington Wizards. Josh Minott from Minnesota Timberwolves to Boston Celtics. Jake LaRavia from Sacramento Kings to Los Angeles Lakers. Jay Huff from Memphis Grizzlies to Indiana Pacers. Chris Boucher from Toronto Raptors to Boston Celtics. Lindy Waters III from Detroit Pistons to San Antonio Spurs. Josh Okogie from Charlotte Hornets to Houston Rockets.